I have been in a bit of a dilemma today. It is sunny, but it's cold. Now, we had the first frost in September, but today is a cold day. But inside the shed here, it says the highest is 20 degrees and the lowest it's got to is 1.5. But out there, it got to freezing. So we've had a very hard ground frost today.
After 25 years living in London, I've returned to my birthplace amongst the mountains of the South Wales valleys. Join me as I journey my new life with plans of growing my own food and ultimately creating my own homestead. Videos are posted every week, so if you like this one, give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button.
So the dilemma that I've had is, do I come down here because there's tasks that need doing? Do I go for a walk in the sunshine? Now that I've turned up here, I'm thinking maybe I should have just gone for a walk, because what I've noticed is it's 11:30 and there's not a lot of sunlight on the actual garden. See, the sun's just about to go. But I've been noticing on the webcam, on the live stream, the sun has only got to about 4 foot up the top here. And it is advisable not to turn the soil over when it's frozen. See, that bit looks frozen. But could I get on and do some planting? See, this bit is frozen as well. So I'm inclined to think it is best just to leave the fruit in their pots. But I feel like I want to do something. Literally 2 minutes now and that sun will be gone. In fact, let's have a look at the temperature. What was the temperature last night? So last night it actually got to freezing. Highest it's been is 9.5 and it's 6.2 now. But that's going to warm up because I can hear the kettle boiling. Oh, just a little note before we go down to the kettle. This section up here, when I said I was going to use it for flowers, I will use it for flowers, but also I'm now going to use it as the place for my squash and if I decide to do a pumpkin. But look how much of a beautiful day it is. It's the only week this week apparently that we're going to see the sun, and they've now said that we are not getting snow. England's going to get it instead. Look at that sight. Can't beat that sight, can you? You can't beat that sound either. So let's close the door, because in here it's 20 degrees. But there's a reason why I've brought a light bulb down. I was thinking to myself this morning as I was stood in the garden waiting for the cats to do their business, because they tend to go out in the morning now, do their business, then come back in again. I was thinking this time last year, I was getting ready to go off to sunny Tenerife, and how much I would love to do that again this year. But that's not going to happen. Oh, business has not been that good this year compared to last. And then, like I was saying to a friend of mine, I shouldn't put too much importance on not going abroad this winter, because I hadn't gone abroad for the previous 30 years. So it's not like it was a yearly thing. But maybe just before Easter, take a little trip somewhere to a European city. That's the plan at the moment. Little short break, like maybe I was going to say Friday to a Monday, but that's when everybody else goes. So I think maybe a Monday to a Friday. Or Monday to a Thursday. Come back just as everybody else is just about to arrive. London was always nice on a Monday if you wanted to go into town, because it was the day that the tourists changed over. So the old tourists would be leaving Monday morning and the new ones would be coming in the afternoon. So there was hardly anybody out and about at the tourist ventures. Right, I'm spending a lot of time down here in the dark. Not intentionally, it's just starts going dark about 4:30 now. So I thought I'd bring a light, because it does get dark in here. So I've got this, I think they call it steampunk, is it? I don't know. So I thought I would just attach it. What I like is it's got this thing at the bottom. It reminds me of John by Walton. I did try to find the one with the chain, very similar to what he had in the show, but couldn't find it. So originally I thought I could put it up there. Might still do that, because I quite like the idea of having it in the window. But I don't think the extension lead is long enough to get to the electric. Let me have this cup of tea and I'll have a think. Oh, look at that. There you go. And I can see it. The sun is leaving us. Bye-bye. Right, there's one. I'll put another one in there, but a smaller length one. Right, there we go. Pop a bulb in, keep the vintage look. Right, let me see if I can just slowly turn that round a bit more. There we go. Now I need a slightly longer or shorter extension lead so I can pop it around the sides, but just test it. One sec. Here we go. We'll get there in the end. Oh. Why is that not working then? Ah, switching the wrong plug on. Here we go. So many plugs. Right, let's try it the way, because I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to hide that up there. So I'll go down in the evening, thinking, do a bit of work, put the light on. John by Walton. There we go. I can't wait for it to get dark now. I don't think I'll stay down for the whole day. I'll pop home and then come back. Right, the thing I have to put back up are the pictures of Ollie and Rusty. So that'll be quite good. We can be able to see them in candlelight effect. Good night, John boy. Oh, just think now. There are people sat on a beach in Tenerife in 26 degrees and loving it. Right, I'm going to move these things. But we seem to have because this area here doesn't get the sun whatsoever during the winter. So in fact, the pond being down there is a lot better, because at least it will defrost, because you can already tell if it was in this corner there would be ice all over it. Right, pop these in the summer house. Now, if I was in full sunshine, this would be my ideal day. Bit of a nip in the air, but a bit of warm sunshine on your face. Oh, how are the potatoes doing? The potatoes look as if they're going over quite quick, so I don't think it'll be too long before we harvest them. In here it got down to 3 degrees. Right, I'm going to bring that table and put it in here as well, because I only tend to use it occasionally. Get it? Da, 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 da. Oh. Still trying to take it easy with the old back. I don't know why, but I wouldn't mind this area being filled with not fir trees, but trees that you see on the mountain, and make a sort of woodland area. I don't know. Although it's a good idea for putting pumpkins and things like that. Right, gotta be careful, the greenhouse glass is behind me, and Rusty's tree, which will stay here unless I find a better, there it is, it's dormant now, unless I find a better spot. But I think there is quite good, because you can see it at the end of the path, and it can get quite big then. Oh. Hold on, let's take it easy. I keep forgetting I have this. I need to take out my thermals. This is what I need to get used to now, is using things like this more, rather than my back, putting all the weight on the back. So if I don't use it, what's the point in having it here? Hello. How you doing, Robbie? I won't be long. Yeah, I'm just going to move this, and then you can get back to the bird table. It's full up. Oh, right, you've already been down for some. Okay. There's plenty more there. Oh, I know it is cold, isn't it? Now, the thing is, I can't put it long ways because of oh, this is turning into a palaver, isn't it? Gotta watch the drawers don't fly out. There's things in the drawers. Do you know, this time it's taken me to do this, it would have been in the shed by now. There you go. This is where you need somebody else to be a bit to me to you. You might recognise the stick there. This stick denotes the end of the cabin, which I've decided to have a flower bed in front of in order to put a Virginia creeper to creep over it all. Oh, and in this weather you can't stand around gassing too long. Gotta keep moving. to me to you. Oh. Now some people might say it's too cold for planting things like the fruit. And I would normally say that as well. I would say leave it a while until there's no frost for a few days. But about 3 years ago, when I was on my last allotment in London, I had 50 Queen Elizabeth roses turn up, and I was in the same dilemma. I thought, oh, they've turned up on a Tuesday. There's frost coming Thursday for a week. What do? Do I keep them in the shed? Do I plant them? What? Because they were bare rooted as well. So I planted them. And I didn't hold up much hope, to be honest. Because 2 days later we had a very hard frost. And you know what? They're still there today. Blooming lovely. Right. I'm going to bring the cupboard down here soon. Remember that cupboard I bought from Too Good to Waste? Right. There's that. Where's this going now, my lads? Mind the potatoes. Don't want to crush my spuds at this juncture of the day. Oh, it's become a bit of a dumping ground, this shed, but sometimes you've got to break a few eggs. And this will all be finished by the spring. And looking gorgeous it will be as well. Now just close the door. Keep the heat in. I must say it could do with another paint. It was when did I paint it last? I'll have to look back through my videos. I'm liking this idea more and more now of the compost bins going down the bottom. Because then they're out of the way. Because you don't want to see all these things lying around you. However good they are for the garden. There's a robin behind me on the bird table. Yes, you. So that tree will have to be moved to make way for the compost bins. But that's fine. I'm not afraid to move things. I know some gardeners are like, oh no, you can't move them for at least so many years. But if it's in the wrong place, move it. I like to move it. Right. Clean up this area a bit, because you know me, I like a clean space. There you are, they can go down there behind the greenhouse glass. Oh, there's a bit of verbena down there, and in flower as well. Yes, compost bins there, enough space to come around that way. And I'm going to have, in time, when I've saved up, not yet, because the actual thing I want to buy is not that expensive. It's the transport to get it here is expensive. I want one of those water tanks, the 1 gallon or 2 gallon water tanks. Now I know there was one here, but it belonged to the guy on the next field, so I had to give that one back to him. But I wouldn't mind one. And it's going to go there, so it can collect the rain off the cabin shed thing. In fact, if I was clever, I could have 2 next door to each other, and then they'd be hidden from the rest of the garden because they'd be behind the shed here. But this is fantasy thinking at the moment, one step at a time. I was thinking about starting to build this winter, but I don't know now. There's more important things to do. Like have another cup of tea. I've changed my mind. I'm not going to have a cup of tea. I'm going to get on and do a few bits. One of the bits I want to do is to take this down. Now, if I can remember, how did we screw it down, as they say in Scotland. Oh, I'm glad to use that bag of compost. It ain't heavy. Now, where did I put the screw? I have a t-shirt on and a jumper on, and it's still quite nippy. If you stick the tongue out, it comes out easier. There you go. What did I tell you? Beautiful. These really are heavy buggers, these are. Well, mind the roses. Paper roses. Paper roses. Oh, we'll be decorating the Christmas tree on December the 1st. Old Barbara's tree there. Right. I'm going to have to move things around already. Beep, 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 beep. Beep. Beep, beep. Oh, I don't think you can even see that, can you? Ho, ho, ho. Somebody was asking me, didn't you buy rhubarb last year? Yeah, I put a crown down there, but it didn't come to anything. Maybe that side's a bit too wet. That's why it'd be good for a pond. Now, how did he put the screws in here? There you go. There's always one, isn't there? There's always one right at the bottom. Oh, and I can't get a perch on it. And if you can't get a perch, you need to have a pull. Oh, bugger. Oh, dear me. Oh. Oh, that's a better height, that. Why didn't we do it like that? See, out of disasters, you've got to see the positives. As long as my back doesn't give away. All this for a bag of sprouts. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. They're fine, they're not damaged. Oh, cheap. That's a big one. Oh, it's alright for you sat there in your warm houses. Yep. Oh dear. Right. Let me work out the height of things. Oh, I can feel that cold. Might have to come down in a balaclava. Dig, 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 dig. Dig, 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 dig. Right, I'm going to move these to one side because things have got to look aesthetically right as well for me. And I have an idea in my head. So let me just move these to one side. These would be very good as the base for a shed, wouldn't they? Put them down like that, then you've got your shed floor. Now that is an idea. Put some stones down there to stabilise it a bit. Oh. Oh, the river certainly reduced. Not as high as it was yesterday. Can you see my plan coming together? Oh, was that a twinge? Or was that just a pain in the leg? Anyway, this will have to go. Well, not go, but be moved. This is the Prince William tree. Right, where is it going? Probably, annoyingly, just in front of it. Whoop. Yes, just in front. So it can go there. Slightly concerned about that twinge that just happened then. Oh, let's not have a twinge today. I really want to go to that funeral tomorrow. Even the robins are saying, I think you best go home, man. Let's do it on the other leg. So it evens the twinge out. Hot bath now when I get in. I used to have, many years ago, one of these jackets that had internal heating system. But when I looked online the other day, there were so many of them, I didn't know which one to go for. So in the end, I didn't go for any. Right, that'll do me. There we go. Looking gorgeous. I should bring my pliers down and get rid of this barbed wire because it is dangerous. There we go. Alright, keep an eye on that it doesn't spring back. Right, not screwing it together just yet, but I'll just put one in so that it stays in position. And I'm deliberately putting the posts on the outside so that they don't rot away too quickly, because if they were in the inside of the compost bin, I imagine they would rot down far faster. See, I love a bit of corrugated. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. And that hole is right where I need to dig. Hold on. It's going on the inside, isn't it? Okay, so I need to dig just there. But you know what? I'm going to stop. And I'm going to go in the shed and warm up. Because it is brassic. Because I've got the heater on in there anyway. So I can really warm myself up inside and out. Right, let's warm up. Let's do a little bit more. I've just come up with an idea. Rather than cutting these off round about there, leave them on, and I can put a transparent roof on and then use it to collect water and put a water tank or a water butt on the other side. In fact, there. And even if I go a bit too deep on this side, because there doesn't seem to be any stone, oh no, there's a stone there, then that's fine. Because we all know a flat roof, there's no use to man or mouse. Oh. See the time now, 2:10, so I'll be off soon. Just because it is chilly. Oh. Even the birds are saying, come on lad, get gone. Right, is that too? That looks a bit too low. I wonder if I've got a little bit of batten somewhere to try and... Because the thing is, when you do a compost bin, a lot of people are unsuccessful with compost because they keep it either too wet or too dry. And because in Wales, as you've seen, we get a bit of rain, and down here it can get too wet. So putting a roof on will not only help collect the rainwater, it'll help make sure that it doesn't get too wet. Oh, how soft that is. Straight in. Do you wear thermals in the garden? I'll be digging mine out. I did have a set last year. They were very nice. Oh, bend the knees, not the back. There you go. Is that level? Like I said, it'll help shed the rain. Right, let me get a few stones now. But what I realised today was this side doesn't get sun until 10 o'clock. But it is what it is, we can't change it. Right, we put a bit of slate on that, not slate, one of these broken tiles here. Put one of them on the side. This is why you should always keep your terracotta, your broken terracotta pots and things. Oh, when you want something to crack, it doesn't, does it? Right. Okay, that's demonstrated. It wants to stay alive, so we'll use something else. Oh, I'm getting caught up here. Ouch. Oh. Oh, there's a rose there. There you go. That's as level as it's going to be. Ah, we could even throw a clematis to go up there or something like that. Something scented. If a plant hasn't got a smell, I'm not really interested in having it in the garden, to be honest. It's got to have a scent to it. Right, what's the time now? 2:15. I'm going to miss men's shed because it closes at 2:30, but that's all right. Right then, where's that screwdriver? Let me get a screw and we'll fit that in, and then that's a job well done. I bet it's cold up on top of that mountain today. I wonder if there's any dippers up there. The swimmers, you know, who like to go for a swim in the reservoirs and things. Right, let's take 2 decent sized screws. Oh, it's nice and cozy in there. I've had the fire on. Got a little heater which I only put on when I'm in there, but it's still warm from last time I had a cup of tea. I'm quite pleased with this. I didn't think I was going to do this today. Right. Oops. Oh, I forgot about lining the holes up. Is that on the skew if there? Right, that is lightly off. I forgot about lining it up with the holes. Can I live with that being on the slant? That'll do. That'll do me. And then we put one down here. And then, do we need one down the bottom as well? There you go, not exactly straight, but it all adds to the artisan look, doesn't it? It all adds to the look. And one more for luck, I think. Beautiful. Really happy about that. And there we go. A bit of a slope to shed the rain. Obviously it's not finished. Got to put, I think I'll put 3 in. 3 poles. 1 pole here, another pole there, and then a small one in the middle. Then I can have 2 bays. But I'm happy with what I've done today. But like I said, it's getting really chilly now, so I'm going to pack up and head home. Have a nice warm cup of tea. Looks like you can come and tie your horse to it. Anyway, I'll catch up with you next time. So from me until then, bye for now.